Hello everyone, this is Steeler Dude 11, and today I am going to be doing a tier list of every System of a Down song except Arto. Now, System of a Down is one of my favorite bands. The other one is Metallica, but System of a Down is a huge favorite of mine because they're an awesome band. They don't have one bad song, which is the reason why there isn't a D, E, or F spot on this tier list maker. But anyway, the whole reason why I got into System of a Down in the first place is my friend, Player One Gaming. That this is his favorite band. System of a Down is my second favorite band. Metallica is my favorite band. And he asked me the other day to do a video on the tier list maker for System of a Down because he did it about a month ago and he wanted to see what I thought of their song. So that's what I'm going to do here. Later today, right after I'm done recording this, I'm going to do another video about me ranking the starting NFL quarterbacks for 2019. All right, here we go. All right, so this goes in alphabetical order. So the first song is 36. Now, this is their shortest song. It's only about 46 seconds, but it's basically short, and it's still good. I would probably give it a B because it's really short. All right, up next, ADD or American Dream Denial. This is off of Steal This Album. 36 is off of Steal This Album as well, and I'd probably put this in C. When I first listened to this song, I liked it, but then once I got on listening to it more, I don't really like it anymore. I don't know. Some people don't really like this song from Steal This Album. All right, up next is Aerials. This song is on Toxicity. It's the 14th song. This is really a really good song. This was my favorite Toxicity song for a bit. It isn't anymore. I'll tell you what it is once I get to it. I think I'm gonna put this in A plus because I really like it, but I don't think it's like really good. But I still really like it. All right, up next is Attack from Hypnotize. This is a really, really good song. It's got really fast beginning and then it gets calmer, but then the chorus is really good. I would give this song an A because it's a good song. Up next is ATWA, which is Air, Trees, Water, Animals from Toxicity. It is the ninth song from that album. So I should probably mention 36 is the ninth song from Steal This Album. ADD is the sixth. Attack is the first song from Hypnotize. And I already said Aerial is the 14th. ATWA, I would have to give this probably. I'm gonna give it a C. Not because I'm not one of those people like, oh, I don't like it because it's not really one of their heavier songs. It's a calmer song. I know that. That's not why I don't like it. It's just out of all the songs in the album, this is probably my least favorite. Up next is Boom. This is the fourth song from Steal This Album. I'm probably going to give this a C because basically I just don't like it because basically in the verses Serge doesn't sing, he just talks. And it's not terrible, but it's probably my least favorite song from Steal This Album. All right, up next is Bounce. This is the seventh song from Toxicity. This is going to be an A plus. It's a shorter song, but it's really heavy and it's really good. I think it's one of my favorites from Toxicity. Up next is Bubbles, the third song from Steal This Album. I'm going to put this in B. It's not terrible. Well, actually, none of their songs are terrible, but it's not like the worst, but it's still not one of my favorites. Up next is BYOB or Bring Your Own Bombs from the second song from Mezmerize. This is going to be an A. I'm not going to say, To be honest, I'm going to be honest. This song is a bit overrated. I still like it, but I don't think it's as good as people say it is. But it's still a good song. Alright, up next is Chicken Stew, the first song from Steal This Album. Even though the song is called Chicken Stew, it's mainly about pizza. I'm going to give this an A because it's a good song and I like it. It's got a good jam to it and it's a good song. Up next, Chop Suey. I'm going to give this an A. I like this song for around the ending, like after when Surge says when angels deserve to die the second time, and then it gets that really heavy riff, and then he goes Father. Once it gets to that song, it's my favorite part of the song until the end. But everything before that is okay. So that's why I'm giving it an A. It's the sixth song from Toxicity. Alright, up next is Cigarro, the fourth song from Mezmerize. This is going to be an A+. This is one of my favorite songs from Mezmerize. It's not my favorite, but it's a really good song from Mezmerize. It's probably, I think, Cigarro is going to be my either second or third favorite song. I'm pretty sure, I think Cigarro is my, well, hold on. Yeah, it's my second favorite song. I was trying to think of the other songs from the album. Up next is Qbert. This is the first self-titled album song we have. This is gonna be a B, only because it's really short. Now I know I'm saying that about Bounce and Qbert are about the same length, but Qbert is just kind of really short. I would put it higher if it was like 2-3 minutes long, like what their normal songs are. Qbert is the hold on. Yeah, Qbert is the 11th song from their self-titled album. Up next is Darts. This is the 12th song from their self-titled album. I'm going to give this an A+. This is one of my favorite songs from the self-titled album. It's not my favorite, but it is one. Alright, up next is D-Devil, the sixth song from the self-titled album. We got 3 self-titled album songs in a row. I'm gonna give this one a B. It's a good song. I like it, but it's really short. It's only 1 minute and 45 seconds about. If it was longer, it would be better. Alright, up next is Deer Dance. It is the third song from Toxicity. Now, this is gonna be the first song I put in S. This back then was my favorite song from Toxicity, and if I wanted to listen to like a headbanging song from them, this is what I would put on every time. And it's a really good song. I love this song. That's why it's an S. All right, up next is Dreaming. It is the second song from Hypnotize. This is gonna be a C. This one just didn't really catch on for me. It's my least favorite song from that album, and I just don't think it's that good, to be honest with you. All right, up next is Ego Brain. This is the 13th song from Steal This Album. This is going to probably be a C. Now, I know my friend Player One Game is going to disagree with me on that one because I know he likes that song. I don't really like it that much. Not because it's softer, but it's just, I don't know. I just couldn't really get into this song. Up next is Forest, the 8th song from Toxicity. This is going to be an S. This is my favorite Toxicity song. It's the longest song from that album, and I love it to death. It is a great song. It's an awesome song. I love the riff. I love the lyrics, which some people think that Forest is about Slender Man, even though Slender Man started being talked about around 2009 and Toxicity came out in 2001, so it doesn't really make any sense to me, but nevertheless, I still think it's a really good song. Alright, up next is F the System. It is the 12th song from Steal This Album. This is gonna be a B. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. Up next is Highway Song. It is the 11th song from Steal This album. I'm gonna give this a. It's either I'm trying to think, probably a B. I mean, it's just like F the System. It's not one of my favorites. All right, up next is Holy Mountains, the 8th song from Hypnotize. This is an S. Holy Mountains is my favorite song from Hypnotize, and it is a great song. And the song's about the Armenian genocide, and because all four members of System of a Down are of Armenian descent, so it makes sense why they would talk about this stuff in their songs. Up next is Hypnotize. It is the 4th song from the album Hypnotize, and it is the most popular song from that album. I'm going to give this an A+, because I like this song. I really do like this song. And I know my friend Player One Gaming put this in S because he thinks this is the best song from Hypnotize, but this is the second best song from Hypnotize. The next one, IEAIAIO, the 8th song from Steal This album. This is going to be an A. I do like that song. I do think it's got a really cool riff in the beginning, and I do like the Serge's lyrics, how he talks really fast, or I shouldn't say talk, he sings really fast. That's why I like that song. All right, up next, Intervision, the 2nd song from Steal This album. This is going to be a C. Like all the other songs in C, I just couldn't really get into it that much. Up next is Jet Pilot, the 4th song from Toxicity. I'm going to give this an A+, because it's a really fast song, and I really like the riff to it, and it's just one of their better songs. Up next is Kill Rock and Roll, the 3rd song from Hypnotize. I'm going to give this an A because it's a good song. And this song is about a rabbit that Darren Malakian, the guitarist for System of a Down, accidentally ran over, and he felt bad about it, so they decided to make a song about it. And he named the rabbit Rock and Roll, which is why in the song Darren sings "Eat all the grass that you want," because it's a rabbit and they eat grass. Up next is No, the 2nd song from the self-titled album. I'm going to give this an A. It is one of the better songs from that album, and I really like it. I like the riff in it, and I like the vocals and the lyrics. I basically like everything about this song. I think the best part is the drum part, John's drum part at the beginning. Up next is Lonely Day, the 11th song from Hypnotize. This is one of their songs that Darren is the main singer of. I'm going to give this a B. I don't think it's terrible. I do think that this song is overrated because people act like, oh, this is such a great song. I like it, but I don't think it's one of their best. I think it's overrated. All right, up next, Lost in Hollywood, the 11th song from Mezmerize. This is a C. I've listened to this song about 4 times because I really wanted to get into this song. I really did, but I just can't. I just don't like this song. I think Lost in Hollywood is probably my least favorite song from Mezmerize. Up next is Mind, the 9th song from the self-titled album. This is a C because, in my opinion, Mind is the worst song on the self-titled album, in my opinion. Now, my friend Player One Gaming will disagree with that because I know he likes this song. But I just don't. Up next is Mr. Jack. It is the 7th song from Steal This album. This is an A+. I really like how in the beginning it's a bit of a softer riff, but then it just gets really heavy and stuff like that. And I like how at the end it's like, put your hands up, get out of the car. That's why I like this song. It's really great, and it's a great headbanging song. Up next is Needles. This is the 2nd song from Toxicity. This is an S. This is one of the... Now I know 3 of the 4 songs so far in S are from Toxicity, but Toxicity is my favorite album. And I think Steal This Album is probably my least favorite. But Neil's is a great song. It's got a really good headbanging riff, and it's got a softer part in the middle of the song where Darren sings a main part, and then it gets heavy again. It's a good song. Up next is New Guns, the 5th song from Steal This Album. This is going to be a B. Oops. It's not terrible, but it's not one of the best. Up next is Old School Hollywood, the 10th song from Mezmerize. This is an A. Now, I know my friend Player One Game would disagree with me because he said he doesn't like this. Out of all the songs of System of a Down, he likes every song they've made except Old School Hollywood. He just doesn't like it, and I do. I think Old School Hollywood is better than Lost in Hollywood. It's because of the riff. I mean, I think the parts I don't like is when Darren sings by himself because he sounds like he's such like a little kid or something. And the techno part at the beginning, I think people understand, wait, this isn't System of a Down. This sounds like an 80s band or something, but it's still a good part of the song, and they only did it once. Up next is Peephole. It is the 10th song from the self-titled album. This is an A. I like this song. I like how in the beginning it's like all creepy, and then it does that creepy riff, and then it gets into the song. Up next is Pictures, the 10th song from Steal This Album. This is an A+. This is my favorite song from Steal This Album. Up next is Pluck, or Politically Lying Unholy Cowardly Killers, the 13th song from the self-titled album. This is an S. This is my favorite song from that album because it's great. It's another song that mainly talks about the Armenian genocide. Up next is Prison Song, the first song from Toxicity. This is going to be an A+. I really like this song. I like how at the beginning it's like has like a little bit of guitar and stuff like that, but then it goes quiet for a few seconds and it goes back into it again. Up next is Psycho, the 13th song from Toxicity. This is an A. I really like this song because it's like one of their like slower songs. It's not like soft, but it's slow. And I like how Darren has a bit of a minute-long guitar solo at the end of the song. Up next is Question, the 8th song from Mezmerize. I'm going to give this song an A. I really like the acoustic guitar riff at the beginning, and it goes in really heavy. And at the end, it does the acoustic guitar riff. And then it goes back to the heavy part where you don't expect it to happen. Up next is Radio Video, the 5th song from Mezmerize. This is a B. I do like this song. It's not good. I don't think this song is good enough to be an A, but it's not bad enough to be a C. Up next is Revenja, the 3rd song from Mezmerize. This is a C. Back then, this used to be my least favorite song, but then I like it a little bit better, but I still think it's a C song. Up next is Roulette, the 15th song from not Toxicity, Steal This Album. This is a B. This is the only song where it's just guitar, like the acoustic guitar, and Darren and Serge singing. There's no bass and there's no drums, and it's just Serge and Darren singing and the acoustic guitar. Next is Sad Statue. This song is an S. This is my favorite song from Mezmerize. It's the 9th song. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just a great song. That's why I love it. Next is Science, the 10th song from Toxicity. This is another S. This is my second favorite song from Toxicity. And I really like in the middle part, it's like soft and it's got that Spanish guy singing. Next, She's Like Heroin. This is the 10th song from Hypnotize. This is a C. This is another song where it's mainly Darren singing, but it's not as good as Lonely Day, and not too many people like this song in general. Up next is Shimmy, the 11th song from Toxicity. This is going to be a B. I mean, this is a good song, but it's not good enough to be an A. Basically, what all the B songs are. But yeah, I still think it's a good song. Up next is Soil. It is the 7th song from the self-titled album. This is going to be an A plus. This song is basically about well, the song name is like a band that Shavo or somebody used to be in, and then it's about they had a friend who killed himself, which is the point why he said at the end when Serge goes, "Why the f did you take him away from us, you mother effer?" It's basically him telling God, "Why did you take our friend away from us?" It's a really good song, and I like Darren has a solo in it as well. Next is Soldier Side intro. I mean, this is just a C. I mean, I know it's typical, but the first song from Mezmerize, um, it's basically a minute long song, and it's basically the intro part. I guess I don't know if you could say intro Soldier Side, because at the end of Soldier Side, it's got that riff at the end, except it sounds different, and they don't sing what they say in Soldier Side intro. Speaking of the devil, up next is Soldier Side, the 12th song from Hypnotize, and this is an A plus. This is a really, really good song because it's about war, basically, and that's not why I like it. I like it because it's the way it sounds in general. I love it. Up next is Spiders, the 5th song from the self-titled album. This is an A. It is one of my favorite songs from that album, but I don't think it's as good. I don't think it's as good to be an A plus or an S in my opinion. Up next is Stealing Society, the 5th song from Hypnotize. This is a C. I've listened to it. I've listened to this song a few times, and I just don't really like it that much, to be honest. All right, up next is Streamline, the 16th song from Steal This Album. Now, this is my friend Player One Gaming's favorite song from this album. I think it's a B. I mean, I like the song. I just don't really think it's good enough to be an A. Up next is Sugar, the 3rd song from the self-titled album. This is an A. I do like this song. I don't think it's overrated because this song is probably, or no, this song is the most popular song from that album. I don't think it's overrated, but I don't think it's one of my favorites. Now, this is my friend Player One Gaming's favorite System of a Down song in general. Next is Suggestions, the 4th song from the self-titled album. This is an A plus. I like the acoustic guitar riff at the beginning and the middle part, and then after the acoustic guitar riff in the middle, it does that really heavy riff. I just think it's a good song, and that's why. Next is Sweet Pea, the 1st song from the self-titled album. This is an A. Now, my friend Player One Gaming doesn't like this song that much, but I do. Next is Tentative. This is the 6th song from Hypnotize. This is going to be an A. I like it does talk about war because it says, "Where do you expect us to go when the bombs fall?" And I like the way this song sounds, and it's just great. Up next is Thuddle Waves. This is the 14th song from Steal This Album. This is going to be a B. I do like this song, though. It is a good song. Up next is This Cocaine Makes Me Feel Like I'm on This Song. This is basically one of their silly songs like Cigarro and Vicinity of Obscenity. We haven't gotten to that yet. I would give This Cocaine Makes Me Feel Like I'm on This Song an A. Because, I mean, it's short. I know it's a silly song, but it's still a good song no matter what. Next is Toxicity, the 12th song from Toxicity. This is gonna get an A. I do back then I didn't like this song that much, but I do like it a bit better now. But I don't really think it's a great song. It's a good song, not a great song. Next is Ufig. This is the 7th song from Hypnotize. This is a really good song. I'm gonna give this an A plus. I do like the riff in the beginning, and when they go beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, around that point, it's a good song. Up next is Vicinity of Obscenity. This is the 9th song from Hypnotize. This is going to get an A. This is another one of their silly songs. I guess you could say, because it's about prostitution, but it's still a good song. Up next is Violent Pornography. This is the 7th song from Mezmerize. This song is going to get in... Actually, I'm going to put it in there so I can scroll back up, but I'm going to give this an S. I think Violent Pornography is a great song from Mezmerize. Alright, 2 left. We have War. This is the 8th song from... This is the 8th song from the self-titled album. This song is going to be an S. This is one of my favorite songs from that album, and it's a great song. And I like how, in the part in the middle when Serge is singing, and it's got that, it has that monk ceremony part, and they basically put it in reverse. All right, the last song, X. This is the 5th song from Toxicity. This is gonna get an A. I do like this song. It is a great song because it's really fast, it's short, but it still gets to the point. Okay, so I have all of the songs. In S, I have Deer Dance, Forest, Holy Mountains, Needles, Pluck, Sad Statue, Science, Violent Pornography, and War. In A+, I have Aerials, Bounce, Cigarro, Darts, Hypnotize, Jet Pilot, Mr. Jack, Pictures, Prison Song, Soil, Soldier Side, Suggestions, and UFIG. In A, I have Attack, BYOB, Chicken Stew, Chop Suey, IEAIAIO, Kill Rock and Roll, No, Old School Hollywood, Peephole, Psycho, Question, Spiders, Sugar, Sweet Pea, Tentative, This Cocaine Makes Me Feel Like I'm on This Song, Toxicity, Vicinity of Obscenity, and X. For B, I have 36, Bubbles, Cubert, D-Devil, F the System, Highway Song, Lonely Day, New Guns, Radio Video, Roulette, Shimmy, Streamline, and Theta Waves. And in C, I have ADD, ATWA, Boom, Dreaming, Ego Brain, Inner Vision, Lost in Hollywood, Mind, Revenja, She's Like Heroin, Soldier Side Intro, and Stealing Society. Anyway, so this is my tier list ranking for the System of a Down songs. Now, I will say this again. System of a Down does not have a bad song. None of these songs on this list are bad whatsoever. It's just C, I do like them, but I just don't. They're good songs. I just don't like them that well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Put down in the comment section down below what you thought of this list. And thank you guys. Next video, I will do another tier list, but it's for the starting quarterbacks for 2019. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you next time. Goodbye.